am Kelly Ackroyd, and welcome to Kelly TV. And it's Wellness Wednesdays. And on Wellness Wednesdays, I have the answers that you're looking for to the questions that you have. Speaking of which, just this morning, I received this message. Dear Kelly, I am a single mom of 2 teenagers, have a busy law practice, and am quite honestly so busy and overwhelmed that some days I feel almost paralyzed by it. I'm starting to feel like it is affecting all of my relationships. I'm moody with my kids, find myself snapping at my assistants, and that makes me feel even worse about myself. I'd love to come in and see you because you always seem to make me feel better, but I don't even have the time or energy to do that right now. Help! I could use your words of wisdom. Thanks for all you do. Love, Clarissa. Well, dear Clarissa, first of all, thank you so much for reaching out to me. I am so proud of you for remembering that one thing, which is always reach out and ask for help and support when you need it. So bravo for you. But I want to address what you're talking about because it sounds like you have forgotten rule number 1, which is make yourself your priority every day. Now, I know your life is crazy. I know that you're busy with your family and with your business, but both of those things depend on you to be able to be the best that they can be. So in order for that to happen, you have to make yourself a priority. It's just like on every plane we've ever been on. They tell you, if you see the little gas mask come down, put your own on first and then take care of everybody else, right? So you have to make yourself your biggest priority. And it starts first thing in the morning. When you roll out of bed, you need to fill yourself up first, and then you'll be able to take care of everybody else. Now, I've been doing this for years. So you may know or you may not know that like for years and years, I have been mastering my self-care practice. And I address all 4 aspects of myself within my practice: my body, my emotions, my mind, and spirit. So what it looks like for me is first thing I jump out of bed, I am a very emotionally based person. So a lot of times I'll wake up and I'll have the resonance of some emotional leftovers or emotional residue from the day before. So by grabbing my journal, I can just acknowledge and release what's present. So no big deal, just putting it down on paper to get it out of me so that I can look at it and be like, oh, well, that has nothing to do with what's going on in my life right here, right now, in this moment. I can let all that stuff go. Okay? And then after I journal, I love the book, A Course in Miracles. I've been studying it for over 20 years, so a lot of times I'll just grab that. We have a study group that meets in the mornings at 8:30 via conference call, so I kind of read through my lesson for the day and prepare to share that love and knowledge. And then when I'm done with that, I want to make sure that I'm really, really centered in my day. So for me, that looks like meditation. And in my meditation, it's a centering meditation. So I work on just centering myself between heaven and earth, where I can go within and access peace and joy and love and enlightenment and oneness with all that is. And once I get myself centered, then I want to start making sure that my body's ready to face the day. So for me, that might look like doing a couple of yoga postures, or perhaps if it's a day where I wake up and I don't have a ton of energy, I might turn on some of my favorite music and just dance around the living room for a little bit to kind of up the energy and just become present to the magnificence of these physical bodies, right? So I would suggest that you find your own self-care practice. Now, if you're like, girl, I do not even have 5 minutes for that, then you probably need to start with an hour, right? Because if you're that overwhelmed and crazy, you need that much more time to get yourself centered and ready to take on your day. And the interesting thing is once you take on your self-care practice, the rest of the day becomes like icing on your cake. All those things that used to affect you and make you crazy and push you over the edge, they're just like, oh, I see a very easy solution to that, because you're connected in to your inner wisdom. Now, the second thing I'd like to recommend is priority number 1 is self-care. Priority number 2, which you already did, is ask for help. Ask for support when you need it. Reach out to me or reach out to somebody who can lift you up when you feel like you've fallen. It's imperative. If we didn't need each other, then we'd be all alone on the planet. But you know what? There are over 7 billion of us. And everybody loves to feel helpful. So when you feel like you need love and support, reach out and let people know so they can support you. So bravo for doing that one. And the third thing that we can do to totally take care of ourselves and others is by just sharing our love and knowledge. So for me, what that looks like is after I get done with my self-care practice every day and I get myself all filled up, and I've asked the universe to support me in being an instrument of healing, then I just go out into the world and start looking for where I can help create a miracle. So thank you, my darling Clarissa, for helping me be part of your miracle today. I'd love to hear how everything goes. And for everybody else out there, I want to suggest to you, take action on what you may have just learned today. If you already have a self-care practice, I'd love it if you would share below in the blog about what it is that you're doing that really, really works for you, because maybe what you're doing could help inspire others as well. And if you don't yet have your self-care practice in place, I would like for you to just declare one thing that you're going to do today to take care of yourself. And again, put it in the blog so that we can all share and support each other in moving forward and creating the life of our dreams. So thank you so much for tuning in for Wellness Wednesday. If you haven't already, pop back to my blog and read up on the rest of this story as it unfolds. And make sure that you're signed up for my email list if you would like to continue to receive my Wellness Wednesday updates. But thanks so much for sharing this time with me. I love you guys, and thanks for being part of my life.